Hello everybody, we've got some pretty exciting news. We're going to cover this one right off the bat, and then after I'm going to cover the other parts. First of all, this is a new Beyblade Burst Rise product. It is called the Premium Collection and features 4 bays with Sword Valtryek, Ace Dragon, Union Achilles, and Lord Spryzen. So Valtryek, Dragon, Achilles, Spryzen. So I know what you're thinking. Okay, what about it? Now, first things first, I do believe this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. If you don't know what Hasbro Pulse is, it's like this site for collectibles where it's just like quality stuff for collectors. So I'm gonna give you an example to compare the packaging. So first of all, this is what Hasbro Pulse looks like on the site itself. An example of product. So let's say we'll use Marvel Legends for an example. You can see the black Hasbro logo, same thing, or what is this? Power Ranger. It's again black Hasbro logo, and especially when you look at the actual packaging itself, you can see that logo there. So it tells to me this is a Hasbro Pulse. Ignoring the fact that the package is already really visually appealing, it's gotta be for something. So I would assume I will make this bold guess that this will most likely be on Hasbro Pulse as some sort of exclusive. If it isn't, I'll be surprised. But again, why would they have the black logo like that if it wasn't for Hasbro Pulse? Let me just double check too. Hasbro Pulse logo. I think I've seen it where it is like that black logo. Let me search Hasbro Pulse black. Or black Hasbro logo. I've seen that logo, I don't know why. I'm very sure that's for Hasbro Pulse. I'm very sure. It's anytime it has that specific logo, it's always for that specific thing. If it's not Hasbro Pulse, it's not, but it does seem like it's the case. Anyways, as far as the bays are concerned, let's take a little bit of a deeper look. So obviously I don't have the physical product pictures, but thanks to Cypress, we can look through the app. So we actually did see this in the app before. These are simply more detailed versions of it. So all the parts are the same Hypersphere stuff, but the layers themselves are what have the more detail. So on Sword Valtryek, for an example, Sword doesn't really have all that much detail. I really wish it did, because it kind of just looks really weird. Here's an example. Sword has a lot more detail on it. Visually looks more appealing. Alright, so it's a positive. So this is really just for, I guess Hasbro collectors in specific, obviously. If you're collecting Hypersphere and you just want that, you want that detail, I would recommend to go get it, definitely. It's very interesting to honestly see, because I was wondering why in the app they were like, okay, these 4 bays in specific, there's no way it's not going to just be some sort of special set. And yeah, it is. So that's sort of for an example. So we're going to have a picture of Sword here on the side. So next up, let's look at Ace Dragon. As far as the bays were chosen, very smart picks. Ace, because Dante is the protagonist. Valtryek is Valtryek, obviously Vault. Spryzen, Kashu. They literally picked the most popular bays you could for Rise. Although I do wonder, what about bays for will they do this with commands maybe? Or is that it? Or is it just this as a one-time thing? I'm very curious, but as far as Ace Dragon goes, I think Ace Dragon was... Let me see Ace Dragon Hasbro. I don't remember how it looks like without the detail on it, actually. Ace Dragon... I need to double check this. As far as detail is concerned, it's obviously... Okay, yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, yeah, so the Hasbro one already had kind of most of the detail there. It's just unlike those little claw parts, they actually have the blue paint. Oh, okay. Calm, alright. Oh, because they have the yellow. Oh, okay. No, okay. Now I see it. Now I see it. Okay, so that was Ace Dragon. Okay. What about Lord Spryzen? Oh, that's Union Achilles. Alright, well, let's cover Union Achilles then, and then we'll go back to Lord Spryzen. Jesus, yeah, that looks a lot better than... detail-wise, obviously it looks better because it's in the Premium Collection. Oh my god, that looks so good. It's literally just it looks exactly like the TT one with the stickers on it. Fair play indeed. Fair play to Hasbro for doing that. Not too surprising. You know, anytime you probably see something is going to be in like a set or something else, you know, the usual. Wow. Okay. So let's cover the rest of it now. So this is Union Achilles. As far as visuals look, it looks nice. Now let's look at Lord Spryzen. Yeah, I think one of the biggest things for Lord Spryzen is that the lack of detail is really there. So at least having Lord Spryzen look like this, at least now we can have the detail on it, even if it gets hollowed out and there's no rubber. Well, this has a dual skin, so they couldn't really mess that one up. Nice. Looks nice. Again, thank you to Cypress for providing pictures. So again, it's just the same stock bays, but with detail on them. So that'll be very exciting to see. I don't know. I'm curious on the price for this. Because it's 4 bays and everything. I don't know. I don't think it'll be crazy expensive because it's 4 bays, right? If I find out the price, I'll pin it on this video. If I don't, I'll just do a follow-up video talking about it when there's news, or if you know what I mean. Yeah, so in the comments, tell me which is your favorite one with the detail on it. So we have Lord, Union, Ace, and Sword. There is another one that I'm going to go over. So this was actually an article published by Toy Book, so I will not read the entire thing. That way you can go read the article and show them some support. But basically, Hasbro plans for fall 2020 for the anniversary of Beyblade Burst. That is what's the biggest takeaway on this. And it'll be interesting to see. So you can go read the article where they go descriptive on it and they're basically talking about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover the main part where they basically say that, you know, in fall there's going to be the success of Beyblade Burst will be celebrated in the fall with a digital activation including Beyblade influencer and fans. That's the most important part. They talk about other stuff too, like for Beyblade Burst and a lot of other stuff. So again, read the article, check it out, a link in the description, show them support. But the idea, to take away from this whole 20th anniversary thing for Hasbro. Now, as far as Hasbro is concerned, I am a little bit surprised they're going to be doing something for the 20th anniversary. I didn't think they would do anything at all, to be honest. For Takara Tomy, for the anniversary stuff, we've been getting this through these remake sets. So the original remake set for the first generation, the Metal Fight remix, and then after now for the 20th anniversary, they did for Takara Tomy the V series, so Dragoon Victory, Drumzer, etc. And then after for Metal Fight, right at the end of this year, they're doing Galaxy Pegasus, Hell Kerbex, Gravity Perseus, Ray Unicorno, and UL Drago. As far as Hasbro is concerned, I don't know what they could do. One thing that's important to note is that they have been doing a lot more remakes, and there are more that are planned. So through our previous fishing of listings, we managed to find out that they are going to be doing a Hypersphere version of Storm Pegasus and Graciel Fortress. And they're also doing, what is it, Driggerfang and Walborg as Slingshocks. So there's 2 Slingshocks, Hypersphere. So it seems like they're going to be pushing a lot more of the remakes, and I feel like this makes a lot of sense now that I think about it, because if they're leading on to the 20th anniversary, okay, push out the remakes, and then after they advertise the whole remix, and that makes a lot more sense to me. I am very curious to see what else we're going to have for the rest of this year for Hasbro. I'm assuming just a lot more Rise, obviously a lot more Rise stuff. As far as Rise is concerned, we've covered a lot of it, and I'm very excited to see the rest of it, to see what else they're doing. We've always seen a lot of other listings, for an example, like Flare Cobra. I'm not making that up, I'm serious. Flare Cobra, which I guess it's a Hasbro exclusive on the Flare base, and Soul Lunar, which I'm guessing is probably tacked, considering that Myth Odux was just Knockout Odin. It's probably some very different name. So, the long and short, most likely they're planning to release a lot of stuff for us Beyblade fans. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I'm excited to see, most importantly, what specific line they're going to release. because they're doing a lot of Hypersphere stuff, obviously because that's the main thing right now. But are they going to push more Slingshot? Or are they going to... Because obviously for Switch Strike, you know, we kind of just got like a, we don't really have any plans right now. I did some video before with like your questions answered or something like that. But at the very least, we could get more push of Slingshot through maybe the remakes and whatnot, because, you know, Trigger Fang got like a new Slingshot tip, which was Power Slingshot, and if we're not going to get Switch Strike for Hasbro, the very least getting Slingshot is a positive, because Hypersphere is fun and all, but I'm sure for a lot of fans, they prefer, let's say, the more accurate tips. So, getting this push of Slingshot is really important. Because especially, too, that can mean we could get a lot more of these Slingshot tips that we've seen from Rise. You get the idea, we get the idea. I don't know how many, because I don't know if they can do things like, how would, the ones that we know that they did were Power Slingshot and Keep Slingshot, and there's another one, well, there's another one which is, so there's Power Slingshot, Keep Slingshot, and then after there is Evolution Slingshot, I'm pretty sure. So I just hope they do more like that, because I know they can't do probably Bullet Slingshot or whatever they're going to call it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, a link in the description for the article. They also talk about other stuff that Hasbro is doing or has plans for, is already done. So please check out the article, link in the description, and have a great day. And if there's any more news, I'll do videos on it. So like and subscribe if you're new here.